broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave? Thank you, Cadet Chico. Great job.
Got some kids in our school with some pipes, huh? Last week was Rick Frenny's daughter, Olivia. Tonight we got Cadet DeChico.
Excellent. Beautiful.
They
make it look easy.
They can play football, they can sing,
here at the stadium.
and we got a robust ROTC program.
Perfect weather for football tonight, too.
Beautiful night, beautiful night. Starting to chill out just a little bit. I want to say game time is about 60 degrees.
So, Patrick, we've seen a lot of these kids growing up through the years playing Pop Warner, and, you know, some of these kids had some success in Pop Warner. They went to the Super Bowl, still together playing, and it's just nice to see if they can continue that.
Absolutely, and it's funny. You see, if you look over, and I know you've coached with me for many years in Pop Warner, you see some familiar faces in the on the other side in Glasgow. You see their league president and one of their big coaches, Duke, and a ton of their players are playing over at Classical and English, who will be playing Revere in 2 weeks.
That's right. That's right. It's definitely a feeder program for the high school.
And number 22,
so Revere won the toss and elected to receive.
They're receiving, yeah. Let's see if they decide to kick it to Joe or kick away from him.
And it's going to be a little squib on Cider. Looks like it's going to get out of bounds.
There's a flag on that.
So the opening kick
is out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Much like the last game, they don't want to kick it deep into Lanos's or Furlong's hand. Kick went out of bounds. We'll see if Revere takes the ball at the 40 or if they're going to take the penalty and have them kick it from further back. Looks like they're electing to have them re-kick.
Re-kick, yep.
So this happened to start the game last week as well.
Will re-kick.
They kick it from the 35, probably going to try and do the same exact thing. But if they squib it, they're going to get good field position to start the game, and that's what it's all about.
There's plenty of guys back there to run the ball, so.
This time he elected to put it in the air. Lanos catches it on the fly, gets up to the 40, 42. 42-yard line to start, 43-yard line to start.
Worked out, got a couple extra yards on that.
Revere, 43. Patriots take over, 1st and 10.
Whenever Revere, in my opinion, and whenever Revere is starting beyond the 35, it's a great start. Great field position, 43-yard line to start the ball game. We'll see what Revere has in their first drive.
Yeah, let's see what they have. Calvin told me they're working on some new plays, so we'll see what they come up with tonight.
We got some insight. Well, their strategy has been obviously running the ball and then opening up the passing game with Calvin throwing. So they're going to split out, 2 on each side. Barbosa gets the first carry. Barbosa's going to take it for a good 4 yards.
That's a good gain to start.
Barbosa with the carry.
So right off the bat, they're showing something different. I think they know Classical's been watching. Everyone's been watching Revere all of a sudden. Early in this season, they're 2-0. It just so happens this week they had they were featured on High Five with Mike Lynch.
That was pretty awesome.
That was a pretty good segment they put on Revere.
Awesome. Good job. They're excited. You know, they're excited.
Snap. Calvin in the backfield. Throws it over to Lanos, right over the middle.
Catch,
good for a first down.
Nice.
Number 25, Joe Lanos. That play is good for Revere Patriots. First down.
So I want to say this is probably the highest they've ever been ranked since the 70s.
Again, We've been watching Revere football since we've been in the city, and I know that we both came from different towns playing lots of football. It's exciting to see what's happening in Revere the last few years, not just in football, but you got basketball making the playoffs. You got the girls teams that have done really well in basketball and softball. You have soccer doing an amazing job in their fall sport. You got field hockey, who I
Look at this! Look at this! Look at this!
There goes Joey.
Here he goes!
Lanos with the carry.
This kid is slippery.
Right.
Down to the Lynn Classical 22. That's good for another Revere Patriots first down.
Simple toss to the right side. He breaks it for 20 yards.
No, soften the defense up with some passing. And that run's going to just open right up for them.
So Revere first down and 10 at the 22. But going back to the success of Revere sports, kids are starting to realize they don't have to go to private schools to get a great education. Obviously, Revere is very well known for that, but their sports programs have really taken a turn for the better in the last, I'd say, 5 to 10 years.
It's been nice.
Lanos with the carry, nothing there. He makes 4 on his own. Looked like he got face masked over there. Couldn't tell. His head didn't
Lanos with the carry. That's good for a couple.
But he's going to get 4 or 5 yards, and that's the key. Is every time the kid touches the ball, he's going to get 4 yards. And sometimes they get a little too tricky, and he gets put in the backfield. But
if it's working, no need to change it.
Second and 7, Revere at the Lynn Classical.
I will say, getting back to the Revere sports, I think the rec center has done a great job with the younger kids, just getting them involved in city sports, and start them at a young level, keep them off the streets.
I agree wholeheartedly. That's
friendships, all kinds of good things come from it.
So second down and 6. Calvin is in the shotgun. Lanos to his left. Bosa.
Oh.
That was an incomplete pass. They wanted a. That was a little bit of
Pass is incomplete. Intended for Barbosa. Third down.
I'm not sure if he got tripped up on his own.
Yeah.
So that was just forward enough to be an incomplete pass. So we're gonna have third down and 5 at the 18.
Right.
Third and 5. I see if they get we'll see if they get the first down here. I think that if they don't, they obviously have the kicker, and I wouldn't be surprised to see him early in the game going for it on fourth down even. Quick toss to Lanos. He's got a lot of room over there.
Nice play.
Getting into the hole.
There you go.
He makes the first down. He's down to the 10-yard line.
With the carry.
That hole was big.
That's good for another Revere Patriots.
The line has done a fantastic
down.
job this year. The line has done, actually, since Calvin's been playing quarterback, they've done a really good job protecting
They're keeping him clean, which is key. But you got to give coaches Vin and Sasso, the O and D line coordinators. They've done their work this year with this team. And then Coach Norton, who's their offensive coordinator, former quarterback, I want to say college level as well. He was a great player. So first down and 10 at the 11-yard line. So they can still get a first down without having to put it in the end zone. Calvin in shotgun. Another handoff to Lanos. Lanos going to break the first defender. He gets about a yard. So they definitely sniffed that one out.
Classical wants this game.
Tackled by number 3 for Lynn Classical, Nicholas.
Well, again, we've seen it. Revere is starting to get some attention.
Yeah, they're going to have a target on their back now.
Yeah,
teams are going to be gunning for them.
And they have a tough schedule. I mean, they opened up against Gloucester, who's always been one of the fiercest opponents. They beat them handily. They play Peabody next. They win that game. Now they have Classical. 3 tough games in a row to start the season. Way to check to see what your team has early in the season. Jonathan Murphy on the outside. Jonathan
Nice
Murphy
cut. Oh, yeah.
Touchdown. Beautiful. Jonathan Murphy.
He cut that up nice, Patrick.
That was a great decision. I wanted to see him go outside. He obviously read the field, went into the hole where it was open, and he made his weave his way for a touchdown. Great first carry for Murphy.
Ryan Riazzi with the extra point try.
So we got the leg. We're just going to call Riazzi the leg from now on. Bad snap.
Bad snap.
He puts it up. Still. He hit the post.
Off the post.
So that's a miss for Riazzi. That's his first miss of the year. But you can't really fault him. He kicked the ball from pretty much off the ground.
Almost made it too.
Riazzi's set to kick. Puts it up to the 10-yard line. On the return, number 5 gets
Oh,
it
they
to
swarm
21.
him. They swarm him.
Number 5,
Kyle
Kyle
Durant.
Durant with the return. Lynn Classical, 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
So Lynn Classical will be starting off at the 21. It's a good way to pin them back early. We'll see what the defense has to do in the first lineup here. Coach Scott Vlasic is their defensive coordinator. He's been putting in the work. Rivera has given up only 1 touchdown this season. Classical spread trips on the outside. Little handoff, keeper, RPO action. You see that in high school often, and he gets 6 yards, 7 yards.
Yeah, Classical's notorious for spreading them out and running it up the middle, or they'll hit that sideline screen a lot.
So that's Daniel Gisano's their quarterback, correct?
And took about 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
What's he, junior?
He's a senior.
Senior.
Back to pass, Gisano. He's got his man. And
See, that's that little
stops it.
short pass they like to throw to the side.
I'll tell you, it came
We're
out
gonna
of his
see
arm
that.
good. Kid has a little bit of an arm. 3rd down and 2.
Pass intended for number 10, Jeffrey Hill, incomplete.
So they like to
Third
run that
down.
run-pass option.
Yep. And they're going no huddle. They haven't huddled up. They're calling the plays at the line. They have an up-tempo offense. Back to pass again, and he's got it again.
Wow.
Number 10 drops 2. Problem though, Jeffrey Hill dropped
Pass
2
intended
passes,
for number
but
10,
they're there.
Jeffrey
So
Hill,
they're playing.
incomplete.
Little
they're
early
playing
game
offense.
4th down.
Revere got away with one there. 2 drop passes, both of them would have been good for a first down.
4th down.
It's gonna force the back to punt. And Kyle Durant, their kick returner, is also their punter.
Oh, yeah, I'm ready to put someone in the sleeper.
Back at the 40 is Joe Lanos, their punt returner. And it look. The punt
Not a
gets
very
tipped.
good one.
The punt gets tipped by number 3. So yep, that was Billy Ginepra who gets in there.
Good job, Billy.
I love Billy Ginepra. That kid is all over the field.
He is fierce.
He's one of the smaller kids on the team.
Billy
but
Ginepra with
plays
the
running
partial
back.
block on that
He weighs
one.
3 times his size.
Great receiver, great
Revere's
defender.
ball, 1st and 10 at the Lynn Classical 44.
Ginepra didn't play football up until about his 8th grade year.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't
Came
forget
on
to visit
and
our
he
concession
was a
stand.
one-man
We'll
wrecking
be
crew
open
for
throughout
that
the game.
Revere B
and
team
5
that
minutes
went
after the
very
game.
deep.
So
They
go
went all the
out,
way
get
to
a
the
hot
New England
dog and a
Championships.
Amazing to
soft
watch.
drink.
No one could bring him down.
Nobody. And
Enjoy
there
the
were
game,
teams
and make
from
sure
all
you
over
bring
the
your
state,
trash.
teams from
Trash.
Connecticut watching him, and they just couldn't believe it. They actually called him the water boy.
He ran like the water boy.
Calvin under center, Lano set back. Motion Barbosa, back to pass, he throws it up there, he's got his man. Little hole.
Nice.
Murphy with the catch. Murphy staying on his feet.
Looks like he stepped out.
Woodrow's pass is complete to number 7, Jonathan Murphy.
What's the flag
That
for?
play is good for Revere Patriots. 1st down.
Calvin's nodding his head like something's not right.
The flag on the field.
Timeout on the field. Flag on the play.
So that one's coming back. Looks like they had a hold.
I like how they take those deep shots, though.
We got a holding against Revere.
That hurts.
Murphy had his man beat, turned around for the ball. I mean, they could have even thrown a penalty
We'll
on
bring
the
that
on a
back.
little bit of a
Push off there.
pass interference on the defense, but easy one for the ref to call over there. It's
1st
right in the
and
middle.
20. Patriots at their own 45-yard line.
That's going to negate it. It's going to actually be an 11-yard penalty because the hold was about a yard behind the line of scrimmage.
These Federation rules.
Reminder with holds, they're where the actual hold took place. Calvin in shotgun, hands it off to Lanos. Lanos is hit behind the line, and it's just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Leanos with the carry.
Looks like the passing's
Number
there.
9, Manuel
We'll see how
Guerrero
they
on the
do.
tackle. 2nd and 20.
2nd and 21 for the Revere, and they're at the 45-yard line. Take a look over in the student section. It is neon night, and they are well represented tonight. Boudreaux in shotgun, Lanos to his left. You got Furlong and Murphy on a split out. Back to pass. got a little screen.
There we go.
In space, Lanos
Looks good.
makes one miss. Gets it all the way to the
He goes
35, 37-yard line.
25.
Really good for 17 yards. It's going to make it 3rd and short.
Not
That's
bad.
up about 17
2nd and 20
yards.
to 3rd and 3. We'll take
And
it.
they're rushing right to the line. Rivera's going
Third
with a little
down.
bit of a hurry up here. Wants to catch some change up personnel. Toss sweep to Lanos. The far side. He's got a hole. He's going to get up
Oh,
to
that's
the
an
3rd,
easy
28-yard line.
Lanos
Good for
with
a
the
first
carry.
down.
That play is good.
This
for
kid just
the
finds a way.
Patriots.
Yep.
He
First
finds a
down.
way.
They're going back into the hurry up.
He knows how to take what they give him. You know what I mean?
Rivera's not huddling. They're going right to the line. Boudreaux on the center. Toss sweep over to Lanos. Plenty of room. Makes a few miss. He gets 6
Lanos with
yards.
the carry.
So Lanos carries for another 6 yards.
Also, number 8.
2nd down
Lynn
and 4.
Glasgow
Looks like
in
Teo's
on the
coming
attack.
in.
You got Ginepra checking in
Second
as
down.
well. Getting some fresh legs. So Teo and Ginepra checking in. It looks like Barbosa and
2nd down.
Lanos
4
checking
yards
out.
to go.
I like this, Patrick. They got a good
At
stable
the
of running
Lynn
backs.
Classical,
Rotate them
22.
out, give them a chance to catch their breath, and just keep ramming it down Lynn's throat.
2nd down and 4 at the 22-yard line. Boudreaux on the center and Teo in the backfield. He motions Murphy, gives it to Murphy. Gets outside to the 20.
Some great
to the
blocking.
15, to the 10-yard line. Turns, good for a first down.
Great blocking by Billy Ginepra on that one.
Murphy with the carry. That's good for another Revere Patriots. First down.
We're going to have first down at the 9-yard line, 1st and goal. That was a great block by Ginepra. He sailed off that outside, gave
First and goal,
Murphy
Revere
just
at the
enough room to
Lynn
get outside.
You know, I like
Classical.
Patrick too. It takes some of the pressure off of Joe, you know, because you get these kids that can get in the backfield and just, you know, get the job done.
Yep.
It's
And
a
we
nice problem to
And we
have.
like this kid Teo running up the middle. He runs with those feet fires, right?
Oh, yeah.
I think you nicknamed him that.
Nigerian Nightmare.
Oh, well, he's got it
Oh,
by
I
the
caught
head
him there.
there. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't know why that wasn't a horse collar on that one.
You know, it's a face mask if you grab any part of the helmet and take him down. But-
With the carry.
It doesn't look like the ref saw that. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 10.
2nd and goal from the 10.
Riazzi checking in. Riazzi's playing over what, tight end?
I
Or
think
is
I
he
have him
split
playing split out.
Okay.
He does have some speed. He's definitely
Yeah,
gotten
he's
faster.
got good hands, too.
Yeah.
Kid's got great size.
Running this, boys, this is going to be a fast play.
2nd down and 10 at the 10. You got Teo in the backfield with Furlong. Split out is Ginepra. Fake toss,
Oh,
sweep a little
counter left
counter.
to
Furlong.
Furlong.
He's going to get the angle.
Gonna get the power
Furlong
line.
gets
Oh, yeah,
in.
baby.
Touchdown, Revere.
Way to go, Zach.
They sold the fake sweep, and then they countered over to the left.
That was
Furlong
the
has
perfect
the
time.
wheels.
That was the perfect time to call that counter play.
And he's going to push it up in the air.
To the goal line again. That's a great kick.
Picked up at the 10. He's got some speed. Oh, he breaks a couple tackles.
Ooh, that got scary for a second.
Number
Right.
5, Kyle Durant with the return.
Kyle Durant, their sophomore returner, gets it to the
Lynn
41.
Classical, 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He definitely had some momentum behind him. He was one tackle from breaking it open.
So, Jared Natola, this is his first game tonight playing for Revere. He came from St. Mary's, starting at cornerback tonight.
Starting, is he playing safety? Oh, he's out in the corner. So you've seen Murphy out at corner. You've seen Furlong in safety. You've seen all of them. It looks like Natola's checking in, just coming back over. Number 9. Play to watch. Little keeper for the QB. He's going to get some room. He's got a lot of room. Still moving. To the 40, to the 35, to the 30, to the 20.
That was a nice chunk of
Daniel
yardage there.
Gazzano with the carry.
That's Daniel Gisano just carving it up. Don't want to give him a lot of room to run.
No, Lynn likes to spread them out and then keep it up the middle. Now we see why.
And they're going quick again. No huddle. Going right to the line, taking the place from the sideline. Gisano's got some legs. He's a good quarterback. 3 split out. They're going with
Looks
that
like a pass
RPO,
play here.
and he's going to hand it off to 23. 23's got a hole. He's going to get it to about the 11. Sorry, the 16.
Calvin So.
Revere doesn't want to let their foot off the gas. They don't want to give Classical a chance to come back into this game.
Absolutely not. So it's going to be 2nd down and 6.
2nd down.
Going no huddle still. Gisano.
Yeah.
Calvin So pass. And wow, this poor kid.
That's
10 is
3.
having a tough night. That was a little bit of a harder pass, but still one you expected him to catch.
3rd down.
Put a little more touch on that ball.
Jeff Hill, who's been open, and unfortunately hasn't been able to come out the pass. It's going to be 3rd down and looks like about 5.
Yeah, both offenses have been running up tempo tonight. Just a little change from what we've seen in the
Calvin
past.
So is the sole back. I think they're going to keep it with 2 here. After that long run, they gave him a couple plays off.
Don't have it because I might go my wife's car. Okay.
Hand off. Gisano keeps it. Breaks a tackle.
Nice tackle.
52 Tran with the tackle.
John Tran.
So it's going to be 4th down. But
Yeah.
Number 52, John Tran with the
quarterback Gisano
tackle.
broke a few tackles, and it looks like he's the feature piece
4th
of their
down
offense.
and Classical.
So they're going for here. I don't think that they have the kicker that Revere has, and they're going to go for 4th and 9.
That should
Gisano
have been
back
offsides
to
right
pass.
there. Here comes the flag.
He's got back in the end zone, and he
There
drops
was an
it.
offsides on Classical.
A false start on class.
Yeah, split end never set himself.
I would imagine they're gonna decline that penalty. The pass was there, and it was dropped in the back of the end zone as he was falling out. He wasn't able to complete the pass. So, yep, they're calling it a decline.
Yeah,
Against
decline.
Classical, legal man downfield. Revere declines. Patriots take over on down.
That's a big stop. They ran it up the field for about 40 yards, and Revere was able to stop them in the red zone, or just in the red zone. That's great red zone defense.
Those penalties can be costly. It was very costly for Classical on that one. They were moving the ball well.
So in their own, close to their own end zone, Revere wants to probably play it safe. You'll see probably a couple chunk runs here.
I wouldn't be surprised at all if they take another shot downfield.
Well, it's there, and they're absolutely going to do it with Murphy. It looks like Riazzi's going to split out. Boudreau's going to be under center, and Lanos is back in behind him. Hand off to Lanos. Little stutter step, and he's going to get 3 yards.
Lanos with the carry. That's good for a couple.
You know, Patrick, if they can
Second
stay
down.
healthy this year, I think that's going to be the key to success.
That's the goal for most of these teams. You're always going to have good athletes, and you see some of these kids. You see them on playing different sports. Some of them play baseball. Some of them play not so much field hockey anymore. But some of these kids have played lacrosse, and athletics just works. And these kids playing different sports is key.
Learn so many life lessons from sports. It's good for them.
Team building. So 2nd down and 7 at the 16. Sorry, 20s.
Nice little slant.
Barbosa breaks it to the 43.
Control pass is complete to Lucas Barbosa.
Nice slant pass
That
to
play is
Barbosa.
good for another review.
I will say my knees aren't as weak as they used to be, Patrick, when he was a freshman. And
We remember little Calvin. That's going to be the quarter.
I'll give you a little tidbit here. When Calvin was a freshman, he told me, "Dad, I can't see the receivers. I can only see the top of their helmets." I said, "Well, just aim for the top of their helmets."
So Calvin must have grown 6 inches since his freshman year.
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Yeah. He was small. I mean, talk
And
about
that's the
brave,
end of the
but
first
going out there
quarter.
playing as
We
a
played
freshman
one.
quarterback
We
in a big
fed
conference.
13.
He went from about 5'3" to 5'11". He'll tell you 6'1", but we're still arguing that one.
Here we go, starting off the second quarter. Revere is going to be going east to west. It's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 44. Hand off to Lanos. Going to cut it
Nice
up.
blocking by Dylan Day on that one.
Yep, and he
Lanos
breaks a
with
couple
the carry.
tackles for 6 yards. Oh, it looks like 5. He got a little extra push, but
down there on the tackle. 2nd down.
who was that, Dylan Day on the block?
Yeah, very good. Get 2 guys on that play.
You know what I like is they're not just going for the outside. They're going side to side, but then they're finding that seam and cutting it up.
It's nice to see.
So sometimes they see that wide open outside. They think they can get there, and they don't actually, because you know what? There's closing speed on the defense.
They're taking what the defense is giving them, and it's working for them.
You only need 5 at a time, 4 at a time. It works. Boudreaux's in the backfield. Furlong goes in motion. Got some pressure. So Calvin's going to keep it himself. Calvin's going to keep the ball.
So a new federation rule as well. Calvin can't throw it out of
Guerrero
bounds.
down to stop the Lynn Classical.
It's a penalty unless he can throw it at the receiver's feet or take the sack.
Third and about 12 for Revere.
So it's going to be third and 12 back at the 42. I wasn't sure how that works, if they get out of the pocket, if they can get it to the line of scrimmage, or it's just in general, correct? Or
Yeah, it's just in general.
there's a lot of these rules we're still trying to figure out.
The spot fouls are tough. That's going to be something that they need to get used to.
The spot fouls can absolutely be drive killers.
You're almost better off at this point taking a defensive pass interference and giving up a big play.
Oh yeah, on a big play situation, absolutely. So Furlong's in the backfield. If he had a block, Calvin back to pass. He's got some time rolling out.
Get rid of it. Ah.
And Calvin sucked up around the 30. Loss of 10.
Woodrow tackled for a loss.
Well covered was their D-backs were all over the kids.
Yeah, nobody open on that one.
So Riaz is going to be back to punt.
Number 73, Concepcion Saldana in on the tackle. It's 4th down, Patriots.
So they got a couple of guys really deep. Good 40, 50 yards deep. Riazzi punts it.
See if it takes a nice
Going
bounce.
to drop around the 40. He's going to stay there, and they're going to get away from it. Revere picks the ball up at the 40. Lynn Classical will start off at their own 40-yard line. Good field position to start off
down at
for
the
Lynn
40.
Classical.
Lynn Classical takes over 1st and 10. Lynn Classical at their 40-yard line.
It's like Classical's done their homework.
Here we go, we're back. And a simple handoff up the middle for 4 yards.
23.
That's Calvin So. Calvin So's pretty much been their sole back.
So with the carry.
Lynn Classical's third
Second
offensive
down.
drive.
Definitely shifty.
Gisano's in the backfield.
Trips
Shotgun
over.
snap. Bumble snap, and we're going to see who picks it up.
Fumble on the play.
And they're calling third down. They're saying Classical picked it up.
Lynn Classical recovers 3rd down.
Benson's coming in here for Elijah.
3rd
Yep,
and
Benson, number
8.
50, checking in. Elijah checking out. They want to get to the quarterback. They know this is a passing situation. So look out for 10. He's dropped a few, but you know what? The coach is going to stick with the player if he's there. He knows he's open.
Looks like Revere's willing to give up the short, shallow passes and just make sure they don't give up the deep ball.
Sano in shotgun. Sano back to pass. And looks like he's getting swallowed up.
Oh, yeah.
He pump faked. I thought he was going to throw it deep, and he got swallowed up.
That was
Benson,
sacked by committee on that one.
you got Benson, you had Concalves, and it looks like Tran all in on that tackle, but you're right, they had good coverage.
Concalves in on the tackle. 4th down.
4th down,
Looks
and
like Classical's gonna go for it
back.
here?
No, they're
Oh, no,
punting.
they're
They got their
punting.
punter back there. Number 5, Kyle Durant, their punt returner, and their punter, and their kicker. This kid does it all. And he's
Wow,
only a
that's bad.
sophomore. He's going to angle punt it.
Oh, that punt was touched.
Gets to about the 40. Yeah, but that got a good bounce. It looked like it was going to get out of bounds, so it got to about the 35. There was a little contact with the punter, but remember in this situation, if he rolls out the punt, he is no longer just a kicker. He's actually a runner,
That's right.
so he can get hit. And I'm glad the refs noticed that. If you roll out the punt, which of course we did in Pop Warner,
Yeah, we did it a lot.
because we couldn't kick it over the line, but it does open up the punter to get hit.
It served us well.
Oh, absolutely. And it caught teams off guard. So 35-yard line for the start. Again, the defense stands up, gives up a couple plays, but then comes back and stops them. 1st down and 10 at the 35. Boudreaux on the center, Lanos in the backfield. Furlong in motion. Furlong gets it. and he gets stopped at the. Gets stopped for about a 1-yard gain.
Furlong with the carry. St. Hilaire with the tackle. It's second down.
Furlong's checking out, Tran's checking in.
Looks like he might have got a little banged up on that
Yeah,
play.
he got a
there.
little banged up. He's a quick runner, but he got hit hard on that sideline.
Second and 11?
No, second down and 9.
He lost 2 yards.
Thinking he might have got the wind knocked out of him.
Gained.
Oh, he gained 2 yards. I'm sorry.
We got Rick Frenny all the way on the other side. He's doing the commentating for the stadium tonight, and he's doing a wonderful job.
Yeah.
We love Rick.
We just need a spotter for him because he can't see so well. But don't forget, we got Revere TV Live, Pat Keefe, and newcomer Donald Boudreau.
Yeah, you got some big shoes to fill with Ricky
Oh, Ricky
here.
does a
Second
hell of
and
a
8.
job. Second down and 8. Lanos is sold back. Boudreau is in shotgun. I think they got to go back to what worked in the first few drives. Hand off to Lanos. Going to get up the middle. And there he goes, pushing the pile for 5 yards.
Reynolds with the carry.
Hey, if they're getting 4 or 5 yards of carry, I mean, what more can you ask for?
It's going to be
Control
third.
the clock.
It's going to be third.
Guerrero in on the tackle. Third down.
It's going to be third and 1, 2, 3. Third and a long 3.
Third and 3.
I'm not sure I like that spot.
Yeah, it wasn't very,
Third-
not at all.
Third and 3. This is this could be 2 down territory here. But they got to hurry up. They're taking a little bit of time in that huddle.
Let's see what they can pull out of their bag of tricks on this one.
Third down. I'm going to say, why don't we go with the toss sweep to the far side of the field? No, he's in the shotgun formation, so a little bit of a passing formation. Look for Ginepper on the slant. He's going to give it to Barbosa, and
He's swallowed up. Murphy looks like he has a little mismatch on the outside there.
Yep,
See if they try to exploit that at some point in the game.
they're sending the punt team in.
Guerrero and Sowen on the tackle. Fourth down, Patriots.
You don't want to turn the ball over on downs at this side of the field, so I agree with it. Punt it deep, pin them back, and then get the defense back out there to do their job.
Yeah, defense has been doing their job pretty well, so I think it's a wise choice.
Orgazi back to punt. Kick is up. A little bit of a tight spiral right down the middle of the field. Number 5. Oh, a couple holds
Oh,
over there.
holding on that one.
Yeah, they call it.
Ref saw that.
There's about 17 flags on the field right now.
Durant with the return. Tackle by number 50. Jared Benson.
Kyle Durant picked it up and gained about 15 yards, but
Flag
he
on the
was
play.
assisted by a number of what looks to be holds or blocks in the back. They're going to be pushing them back from the
It's
spot.
flag day on the field.
What we got there?
Holding.
Holding on the returning team.
Penalties have hurt Classical so far today. I mean,
Yep, couple miscues, couple
We
penalties,
have a
couple drop
penalty against
passes.
Classical.
The game's a lot closer than the score right now. It's 13-0 Revere
That'll move
with about
them back.
5.5 minutes to go in the second
Retain
quarter.
possession. First down, Lynn Classical.
So Lynn's going to be backed up to their own 17.
At their 17-yard line. First and 10.
So good to see Furlong is back on the field on defense.
yeah, it looked like he might have just got the wind knocked out of him.
Well, you know, you get hit hard.
Still got 2 yards. It was a hard.
Back to pass, and
Oh my
another
gosh.
drop.
Wow.
Kyle Durant. You know what? I can't tell, but it looks like they're just trying to move before they catch the ball.
Yeah, they're looking before they're securing that ball.
And Revere's playing off them. They're giving him some room.
That's the 4th drop on that little quick pass
Second
there.
down and 10. Handoff up the middle, and he's got a lot of room. Uh-oh, he got tripped up.
Furlong saved
trips him
that
up.
one.
But he had a lot of space.
Calvin So with the carry.
They're going hurry up again to the 31, first down.
Classical.
Back to pass. Pass is there, and that's Murphy on the hit.
I assume that's why the kid's looking before he catches
Durant
the
with
ball.
reception.
He caught the
know.
ball.
Murphy in on the tackle.
Murphy was hot on him, and they're going hurry up again. They
Second
got right to
down.
the line. Revere's changing out some players on the defensive line because fresh legs going.
Jonathan sniffed that
Back to
last
pass,
one.
and he's
Oh,
it's
he
a
got a
fumble!
fumble here.
Dookie Reed!
Yeah, Dominic Green.
Patriots recover.
Dominic Reed on the recovery. Big 72.
Number 72, Dominic Reed with the fumble recovery.
They sniffed that out.
Good for him.
First and 10,
It is.
Patriots.
And you see the sideline, they're going nuts.
At the
72.
classical 21-yard line.
He's a big member of their team, not just on the field, but off the field. The kids love him. They see him in the weight room. He's strong as an ox. Look at the size of him. They got a couple of those big boys in the middle.
Good for him.
And the fans are going wild. The Neon squad is going nuts for Dookie Reed. Lanos on the toss sweep to the outside, and nothing there.
Yeah.
Manos with the carry.
Classical stepped up their game on
Aaron
the run
O'Reilly with
defense.
the tackle. Second down.
Second down and 11 at the 23-yard line. Make that the 22.
Classical has some big boys over there.
You know, this is a good team, you know.
They beat Brockton out pretty good their first game. I know they lost to Danvers pretty handily, but they're a good team.
Boudreaux in shotgun, Lanos to his right, keeps it. He's got Barbosa. Barbosa's going to go to the keep it
Touchdown,
going.
baby.
And he gets the touchdown, reaches out. What a play by Luca Barbosa.
He fought for that last 8-10 yards there. That
That
was pure will on that one.
He almost had his shirt ripped off. Catches it on the slant. Luca Barbosa is one of the fastest kids of the team. He went right up the middle, kept going, and he stuck his arm out there with the ball, which you hate to see, but you love to see. Boudreaux under center, and on that last play, that was a great strike by Boudreaux on the slant. Revere going for two.
Oh.
2 men in motion. You know, again,
Flag on the play.
I never like to criticize. They went with another tricky little play. But they, you know, Revere put their homework in. Everyone's keen on Lanos. Everyone in the city is keen on Lanos. And what do? First score Murphy, second score Furlong, third score Barbosa. They're showing they have more than one weapon.
That's right.
Ramiazzi.
And that's only going to help Joe out in the long run as well.
And no problem with the 5-yard penalty. Riazzi can kick it from deep, and he's going to be back to get the 1.
Had a little trouble on the snap here. Let's see if they can get this one.
Snap, good. Kick
Looks
is up,
good.
and the kick is good.
And the point after is good.
I think that one landed in
Riazzi,
Everett.
20-0. Revere leads with 4 minutes, just under 4 minutes to go in
Just
the
under
half.
4 minutes to play.
So, just under 4 minutes to go. You don't want to give them any momentum going into the half because,
That's a nice boot.
yep, good kick deep, and he went back in his own
Right
end
into
zone.
his own.
He's going to get some room. He's going to take it to about the 30. Again, you don't want to give him any momentum because Lynn gets the ball at the half.
That's right. That's right.
Return.
So if you can keep them from scoring there, that'll be big.
Let's see if they'll continue to go up tempo here, Pat.
Well, 3.5. I don't believe they've used any timeouts, so they're going to have a handful of timeouts and 3.5 minutes to go. That's a good amount of time in high school football. But their passing game hasn't been there. Revere, between the fact that they've had a couple drops and Revere didn't give them a lot of time, couple key sacks. We'll see what the defense brings.
I like the rotation out on the D line.
Yep.
Keep them fresh.
Elijah Nader and Isla Atui in the middle there, and then you got Augusto Concalves and Mazer on the outside. Playing in the middle is that Daniel Orrego, number 30?
It is.
Little screen to the outside. And
Wow, what a
wow. So Barbosa
He just ate him up.
he can play receiver, he can play running back, and he can play corner.
Barbosa with
That's
the
a beat 'em up.
tackle.
That's a pass for a loss.
Second down.
Yeah, Daniel Orrego out there as a freshman playing some linebacker.
Yeah, we saw Orrego playing yesterday in the freshman game, and looks like he checked in. We like to see that.
Pay attention over there to the scoreboard. I don't know what you're talking about.
Second down and 12. Little handoff up the middle. And he's got some running room. Tripped up again. That was Joey Lanos on the trip up.
So
But
with the carry.
Nice, good 20-yard carry.
First down, Lynn Classical.
So 41-yard line, 41-yard line, first and 10.
They continue to run out of this trips formation with a single back. Tend to be running right up the middle.
They hit a pass. Uh-oh. He breaks. Barbosa went for the tackle and missed him. And you had Teo and Augusto.
Summers
Calvis.
with reception.
Timeout.
Timeout.
Adetemi
Timeout.
with the tackle.
Lynn.
Timeout Classical.
Timeout on the field.
So on the clock, we got 2:40. First and 10 Classical at the Revere 41. The Classical has shown in the last couple plays that they're able to move the ball with runs and passes. Gisano in shotgun formation. And he's going to keep it himself. Got some room. Gets it for about 5. He takes it to about the 36-yard line.
So Classical's quarterback that graduated last year, Ridley, I heard he's
Daniel
over at
Orengo
BC
on the
now.
tackle,
Is that
second
really at
down.
BC?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew there was a connection. I wasn't. I didn't know that was the Ridley that played last year.
I want to
Good
say
player.
they have him playing as a receiver, not quarterback, but good for him.
Second down and 5. Back to pass, pump, and he's got man down the sideline, thrown out of bounds. Manos wasn't fooled. And he did the right thing. Never let the receiver get deeper than
Third
you.
Yeah, he
down.
was all over him.
That was Kyle Durant going down the sideline. Kyle Durant's got some quick legs, though, huh?
He sure does.
Getting a lot of playing time for a sophomore. And it looks like trips to the right. Zano in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. He's got a single back on the left. He makes the reception.
Pass is
Good
complete.
for a first down.
Oh, 2 minutes left.
First down, Classical.
First down and 10 at the 29.
First and 10 at the Patriots, 29.
Just under 2 to go. Gisano in shotgun. Calvin So single back. Going
Like
with the
he's checking on the play here.
spread formation. Gisano takes the snap. Back to pass. Got some pressure. Guy across the middle. There's number 10. He catches that one. Makes a man miss.
Number 10, Jeffrey
He's going
Hill
to take it to the
reception.
12.
Yeah, it looks like the coach saw something from
Classical
Classical.
first down.
I told you, Jeff Hill's number 10, and he's the one that had a couple drops early in the game. And you know if they're going to him 3 times, even after he dropped, he's a key player. And he got his hands back. First and 10 at the 11, up the middle. He's still on his feet.
Not much there.
Calvin So with the carry.
That's Calvin So for about 4 yards. They're gonna speed
Second
up. But
down.
there's about a minute and 15. There's plenty of time for Classical to do something.
They're holding on to their timeouts.
Well, they took one. Gisano's going to be back. Back to pass. He's got a man, and the pass is
incomplete.
broken up.
Pass intended for number 12, Brandon Summers.
Almost looked like a Malcolm Butler play on that one.
Yeah, I mean that. But he was there, but it was broken up. He got his hand in there.
Ginepper in on the play. Third down.
It'll be 3rd down and 6. At around the 10. Back to pass. He's going to keep it. Rolling out.
Oh, he
What
caught
a,
it.
What a pass.
Wow,
what a
that
catch.
was really nice.
He was getting scooped up, and
Going down.
Zono's pass is completed.
as he was
Jeffrey
brought
Hill,
down,
touchdown,
who did he
Classical.
go to? Number 10. They went right back to him, and he made the touchdown.
This kid's a sophomore?
Number 10 is not. Number 10 is Jeffrey Hill. He's a junior.
Okay.
So that's touchdown Classical. It's too bad the defense just had him wrapped up. He was able to get his arm free and throw it to a not really an open receiver, but he made a great pass. Great catch.
Durant with the extra point.
Their
try.
kicker, punter / punt returner / receiver. For the kick. The kick is up. The kick is good. Just
Yeah,
looks
the
good,
point
yep.
is good.
Well, Classical on the board now.
So 20 to
At
7.
the play here in the first half.
Under a
Revere
minute to go in the
20,
half.
Classical 7.
Revere will receive the ball. So less than a minute to go. I think they're going to do some sort of squib or maybe even try an onside.
I wouldn't be surprised. Nope.
Yeah, light little squib. See who picks it up. That Teo. Teo's got some space. Gets it to the 43. That's probably the second or
Teo
third
with the
best
turn.
returner for Revere.
Patriots
Yes.
first and
They get it
10
to the
at
43.
their 42.
Revere has a couple timeouts in their pocket. I think they have 1 or 2 left. I know they used at least 1. So they can move the ball quickly here. Get the
it's
ball to
time.
the sidelines. If they give Calvin just enough time to throw, you watch them go for Murphy streaking down the sideline.
Yeah, they only need to get him into.
What's his range? We'll see.
We've seen him kicking from about the
So Rivera's going to
about
start
50-yard
off
field
at
goal.
Their,
You know what I mean?
their own 42, first and
Yeah.
10. Looks like there's about 50 seconds left on the clock.
If they can get him close enough, I'm sure they'll take a shot. Even better. Even better. We'll
Throw
take a
on the
touchdown.
center. He's going to hand it off. Lanos gets stacked up.
Lanos with the carry.
They've been sniffing out that inside run pretty good tonight.
We got a timeout on the field.
Bryce Larry. And on the tackle, timeout Patriots.
Timeout Rivera. They
Second down.
probably wanted to see what was there, seeing if Glasgow would give them the run. We got second down and 10.
Just going to take a knee here.
Well, fake sweep, counter. Is Barbosa.
Out of bounds.
Cut it up, and Barbosa's going to get out of bounds. Nope.
Barbosa with the
They're
carry.
winding the clock. They're saying he didn't get out of bounds. So it's going to be third and short.
Third and about 1 for Rivera.
They're lining right up.
Clock's ticking away here.
Boudreaux in the shotgun. Back to pass. He's got some time. Oh. That was a great jump. Great try by Dylan Day. It would have been nice if he got that. He could have got out of bounds, but he had to turn around and get up.
Incomplete.
Stop the clock.
But that's where you want to throw it. You want to throw it to the sideline. And we're getting word from the field. It looks like the clocks are pretty right. So there's about 9 seconds left in the clock. Fourth down. If you can go for a long one here and you don't get it, it may just eat up the entire clock on a 9-second play.
Yeah. They're going to have to try to get it out of bounds. I'll try to call a timeout. They have one more left, I believe, right? They can get
Well,
it in.
if Classical gets the ball, they're going to try and do the same thing.
Right.
They get the ball back. So we'll see what happens here. Are they going to just go for first down on a run play? Or are they're spread out.
Big soft spot in the middle of the field there.
Boudreaux in the shotgun formation. Back to pass. And he's throwing it. He's airing out. He's got a man.
Oh, he almost got it, too. Nice coverage. The safety.
So Murphy was open, but you couldn't see on the far end. They had plenty. They had the extra safety back there. Broke it up. That is the half. So, yep, just like I said, they wore off. Getting the ball up in the air, wore off just enough of the clock.
Stadium. Your score, the Patriots 20, Lynn Classical 7. Lynn. All right, ladies and gentlemen,
That just
welcome
says that you're
back.
old.
Second half action about to get underway. Matt Nazzaro and the train gang are making their way over to the sideline.
Here we are back at the half. Rivera's going to kick to Lynn Classical. We're
And the
live
Kitchen
on
Boys.
Rivera TV. Pat Keefe, Don Boudreaux.
Looking for
live.
another sighting second half here.
Absolutely. So live at Rivera TV.
Rivera will open the
Just to
second
let you know,
half.
Rick
Kick
Frenny,
off.
who was
Don't
the
forget,
co-host
visit our
yesterday,
concession stand.
is filling in for Mr. DeSisto, calling the game for the
Make
stadium.
sure you pick up
Love
the
hearing his
ball.
voice, right? We love hearing his voice out there.
Yeah, Rick's done a great job. So
Councilor Keefe, Councilor Novoselsky out here. Everybody's doing a little part tonight.
Riazzi back to kick, and he boots it deep, deep,
Wow.
deep. Wow. All the way to the back of the end zone.
And they call that
I think that kid has a
touchback.
future in kicking, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't
Lynn
let off.
Classical, First and 10.
Classical going to start off at the 20. It's way to pin them back early in the half, right off the bat. Now, if you weren't watching the first half,
and 10 Classical.
Rivera led the game
20
20-0,
line.
and with just about a minute left in the first half, Lynn Classical came down and scored, put up 7 on the board, and of course they have the ball to start the half. You don't want to give up those 2 scores back to back to end the half and start half. So we'll see what the defense has in store for us.
Yeah, unfortunately, they lost Zach Furlong to an injury. So, you know, prayers go out to him. Hope he's doing okay.
Yep, so Zach was taken out and looked like he might have had a slight head injury. And we are hoping he is going to be good and has a speedy recovery. Our thoughts are with you, Zach. A little different motion here. Back to pass right off the bat.
Oh,
and he
taking a
has
shot.
Yep. Right.
Well, that was a nice play to come out of the.
So that was Kyle Durant
Locker room.
streaking down the sideline,
15 down.
and what sold it there was a pump fake. So they had a pump fake and they did a double move. Got the man down the sideline for a good long pass. 23. How?
Oh man,
He gets wide open down the field.
that's a touchdown.
Nope,
No?
5-yard line.
Very close. Oh yeah, right there.
Calvin So with the carry.
I'm sorry, make that Calvin
First
So
first and goal.
for about a
Classical.
30-yard run. And they're going hurry up, right at the 5, 1st and 5 at the goal. Hand it off to Husso, and he's going to get in for a
He's in there.
touchdown.
3 plays, touchdown.
Touchdown Classical.
80 yards, 3 plays.
23 Calvin So.
Not what you want to see to start the half. They came out with fresh legs, and they just put it right down, 80-yard march in 3 plays. Checking in is Marco Soboni, and Lanos is checking out. Looks like they want someone to rush the kick here. Soboni's got some speed on the outside. He's going to be running in.
I could see Classical running trick plays with Jeffrey there being the holder.
He's going to boot it up, and it's good.
Durant with the extra point. It's good.
So just like that,
Yes,
20-14, Rivera leads
20,
Classical.
Classical 14.
Had that nice reception down the sideline, kicks it, but he kicks it out of bounds.
See if they'll re-kick it here. It's a pretty good spot where it is.
And it looks like Rivera wants him to
Kick is
re-kick.
out of bounds.
Flag on the plate.
Flag on the plate.
So that's the second time that's happened for to Lynn tonight, where the Rivera's elected to have them re-kick.
Classical will
And
re-kick.
They want to start the ball in good field position. Even with his strongest kick, he's not gonna get it much deeper than the 30. So Durant's going to re-kick here, and Rivera's going to move everyone up just a little bit. We'll see where he puts it. Another little bouncer. Day gets it in the middle of the field. Day gets it to the 45-yard line.
Number
Good field
12,
position to
Dylan
start.
Day with the return.
Absolutely. Great field position. Day picked it up. Ran up
First
5
and
yards.
10, Patriots at the 46-yard.
Well, this is really the first closest Patriots have been against another team so far this season. So let's see how they handle the pressure.
Well, they came in and they showed a couple different options. They showed some different plays that we haven't seen, obviously knowing that it's the 3rd game of the season. Classical's seen them on film, and they changed it up a little bit. We'll see what they start on their first drive of the second half, see if the coach drew up anything new. So you got Murphy split out, and you got Billy Ginepper in a little bit of a wing back. Boudreaux on the sweep, and it's a little bit of a misdirection sweep, and he's
nice
got some
play.
room.
Oh,
There
he's
goes
gone, man.
Lanos!
Good go.
All the way, Joey Lanos!
Well, that's a nice answer back right there, Patrick.
Wow. So that was a toss sweep to the left. Lanos took it to the right and went all the way to the house for a 55-yard touchdown by Joey Lanos. Way to answer. Rivera leads 26.
They faked the defense out on that one.
Know that Classical can put up some points.
Yeah, they had a little confusion on the last time they went for 2. Let's see if they clean that up a little bit and get the playoff this time.
So Riazzi split out. Day and Murphy on the outside, on the near side. Boudreaux is in the backfield. Handoff to Murphy. Murphy's going to cut it up,
Oh,
and
he's short.
he doesn't get there. The no point is the extra point is no good.
Let's hope those 2 points don't come back to haunt them later on in the game.
Right. So Riazzi back to kick, and love seeing those Rivera cheerleaders do the push-ups every time there's a. So Riazzi doesn't have his best kick, and he goes in and makes the tackle, but gives decent
About
field
5
position.
or 6 Revere Patriot plays on that tackle there, Pat.
First down, Classical at their own 35.
88 Milton Rios was down there. He made the initial stop. and then Riazzi and a group of others made it there. So in the middle, we got Ala Atui and Dominic Reed, and Augusto Concalves and Mazer on the outside again. Playing in the middle is Tran and Teo playing linebackers, as well as Billy Ginepro. Little handoff to 23. He's gonna run behind that lead blocker and get some yards.
He's another one on how to read the blocks.
Right. He just stayed right behind that lead blocker and just kept on going.
Took his time.
Billy Ginepro in on the tackle. Second down.
It was nice to see Revere come back and answer that last touchdown, though. I think that was a little bit of a boost.
So to note, keeper.
Oh, fumble.
Fumbles the ball. It looks like Revere got it.
Revere has the
signal
ball.
and Revere ball.
Wow. The Revere Patriots.
Those mistakes are going to haunt him because if you looked at the field, they had two open receivers uncovered on the right side.
I saw that.
They rushed to the line to make a play. Revere looked a little confused. Someone made a stick, and Revere recovered the ball.
Billy Ginepro on the recovery.
There's number 3, Billy Ginepro, with a great recovery. He's got a nose to the ball. There's a couple of kids out there that have a nose to the ball. Your son, Dominic, has a nose to the ball, one of the smallest kids on the freshman team, and he always seems to be around that ball.
Fun to watch.
So Calvin Boudreau in the back, in the shotgun with Lanos to his right. Wow. Shotgun snap to Lanos, and he's going to get 3 yards. That's a very fortunate turnover for Revere.
Calvin looks like he wants to run something here. Let's see what they come out with on this play.
So without giving up too much information, how much, I know he doesn't have freedom to call his plays, but how much leeway does the coach give him?
I will say they definitely at least listen to what he has to say. He's involved a lot in the films. They have him in there a lot with film session, just trying to get some input. But he has made a few calls, which they changed the play and it worked to their advantage. So he does have a good vision of the defense.
Yeah. He drove back to pass. He's got a man. Oh! He gets hit. And there's a fumble on the play.
Looks like Classical may have recovered that.
They're calling it a completion with a fumble.
That was a pretty
They're going to
nasty
talk
hit.
it out here. We're going to see what happens. The refs are going to consult on this.
Murphy with reception, fumble on the play.
Oh, they're calling it a catch and a fumble.
Classical recovers.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be Classical ball.
Make a football move. It looks like he did take a step after he caught it.
Turned, and there wasn't a lot of time. It was a bang play, but there was no instant replay in high school football.
It was a big hit.
It was definitely a big hit. So Classical fumbles, they get the ball right back after 2 plays. Gisano in the backfield, and they're running this little bit of a RPO here. Bad snap.
This could be good.
And he throws it away.
Oh,
I don't know how he gets it off.
Another broken play for a big gain.
Wow. That was the snap was about 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And on the run, he made a throw and a catch, and the kid was able to make someone miss.
Again, they make something out of nothing on that one.
They got some athletes on their sideline. There he goes, waiting for the hole to open up.
So with the carry.
So's a patient back. He runs behind his lead blocker, who happens to be a big man. They got a pulling guard, or
I think it's some big boys up front.
Looks like they got a pulling. They have some athletes. That's the scare. You don't want to get into a one-score game with this team, and give them the ball late in the game. Back to pass. Another pump fake.
Nice sack right there.
Lit up at the 35.
Ali
Mazer breaks free. I'm not sure he was blocked, but he got free, got the quarterback. Those pump fakes could come to haunt him because he's taking that extra step.
Down.
Just what the defense needed on that one.
Absolutely. That was a big play, Ali Mazer.
3rd and 12.
Senior captain. On the sheets, 5'10". I'd say he's probably about 5'11". I stood next to him. I'm pretty sure he was taller than me.
quiet kid, but he makes a big statement right there.
Well, Revere has their players on this sideline as well, and I like to see Billy Ginepper over here. He's scouting on the right side. Looks like they're sending Teo on the blitz. They're going to pick up the blitz.
There's another one.
No!
Oh, wow.
Teo got picked up.
That was a sack by committee on that one.
And Tran got into that. So that was Teo on the outside, Tran on the inside. Tran wearing number 30. What happened was, what I was told is, sometime around the half before Furlong was taken out, in order for Tran to be in the backfield, he played fullback a few snaps. He had to wear a running back jersey. So he switched to 30. So they're in a passing formation here, 4th and about 18. He's got time.
Flag.
Into the flag.
Pass is complete. To number 12, Brandon Summers. Flag on the play.
This is going to be a hold. Illegal man downfield.
Illegal man downfield.
That's the second time on Classical tonight.
Against the offense. That penalty is declined. Patriots take over on down.
Wow, Classical has just made too many mistakes tonight. They're somehow still in this game.
So even if there wasn't a penalty there, they weren't going to have enough for the first down, which is nice to see.
50-50 winner.
What makes you a little nervous, but again, no one took Classical lightly, is they have the talent to score in 2 or 3 plays. You saw it, their opening drive, and you see them move the ball when in spurts. The mistakes have hurt them tonight.
Like to see Revere just march down the field.
Nice little toss sweep to Lanos. They got the block. He's going to cut it up.
Lanos with the carry.
So Lanos spins for about 4 yards.
One more time for the 50-50, 082-9601.
You like to see them eat up some clock on this drive. Really wear down the defense.
Yeah, just a nice, slow, methodical drive down the field.
When Revere needed the big play for defense, though, they did step up. A couple big sacks, a couple forced fumbles. Those have been the difference makers.
This is a good test for them.
So we got 2nd and 6. And again, no reason to get too complicated here. Murphy and Barbosa split out. Boudreau in the shotgun. He's going to step back to pass. He has a man, and he just misses Murphy going across the field. So Murphy started on the far side, ran across to the near side.
Lynn's doing a good job of getting in the backfield today.
They're making Boudreau throw on the run and forcing him out of the pocket. And they've done a good job in the deep coverage.
3rd and 6. Revere at their own 34-yard line.
Looks like Riazi's going to check in here.
Classical looks like they have some fast defensive backs. They're doing a pretty good job keeping up with our receivers.
And they've also done a good job of keeping the outside, the wide plays out of the game. You know, the couple of scores they had were actually runs up the middle or counters.
Yeah.
Back to pass, Boudreau. He's got a man. And he breaks the tackle.
Oh, nice.
He gets upfield.
A little short, but
just short. It's gonna cause a tough decision to the 39. It's gonna be 4th and 1 at the 39.
What do you do here, Patrick? Do you kick it?
Well, yeah. Well, ultimately, you kick it, but I would say
good idea.
You can waste the play by trying to draw them off sides. So they're going with
calling a timeout here.
Yeah. They're going to call a timeout and think it over.
Timeout on the field.
It was Scalfani in Spanish.
Oh.
Not a time. And they're going to give the ball to Lanos.
Short.
Nope, he's short. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Not going to be enough for a first down.
That's a tough one right there.
I would like to see them run up the ball up the middle. But they're going to turn the ball over.
Classical gets the ball. 1st and 10.
It's like a chess match, you know?
Right, 26-14. Classical's going to start the ball in Revere territory at the 34-yard line.
I don't know if Calvin went on a on a hard count, try to get them off sides first, and that was the play that they had, picked.
So they're splitting them out, and look out for number 10. He's on the sideline. He's been there keyed in receiving. You know, he had a few drops. They went right back to him. 10's on the far side, and they're going to hand the ball up the middle. 23 on the carry. That's Calvin So. And tackle made by Ala Atui.
So on the carry, tackle by Ellie Mazer.
And Ellie Mazer. And they're going again with that no huddle, slight hurry up, getting to the line of scrimmage and calling their play.
Five
He's back to
receivers
pass.
out on this one.
Yep.
Flag.
Flag on the play.
I don't think somebody was set.
Well, so you know what? They're hurrying up and they're making lots of mistakes. You
Yeah.
would think that the coach would say, slow it down. There's a lot of time in the game. Yep. 5 men in the backfield. So
Illegal motion against Classical. Replay second down.
they've made their mistakes on botch snaps and a couple bad penalties and a few fumbles, but they're rushing to the line. They're rushing to get their play, and
Second and 12.
it looks like there's some confusion. So you got Durant split out in that slot position. He's been a key receiver as well, and then you got 10 split on this side. Looks to Durant right away. He's open, but he's tackled after about a 5-yard gain. So it's going to be third down here.
Durant with the reception.
3rd and 8.
Third down.
I'd like to see another big stop
Gisano
here.
gets the ball out of his hand quick. He's got a tight little spiral,
Yeah, they've thrown the ball quite a bit tonight,
and
too.
he can run. They're gonna pressure him up the middle, and not enough space there. Pass incomplete. That was intended for Brandon Summers. That was the first time I think they threw the 12.
4th and 12 for Classical.
Well, you got to assume they're going to go for it here.
Yep. Revere needs a big stop here. I wonder if they're going to call up the pressure
Time
play.
for the cowbells.
Going for a blitz. You got Ricky telling me about the cowbells.
There you go.
We're here live, Revere TV. Donnie Boudreau, Pat Keefe. Big play here. 4th down and 8.
Oh, they just moved the spot of the
Well,
ball there.
they spotted the ball incorrectly. So 4th and 8. Big play here in the midway through the third quarter.
Watch the inside run here again. No.
Sano
Didn't
back
throw
to
it.
pass. He's got some pressure. The ball's tipped at the line.
They'll take
Ball
it.
is tipped at the line of scrimmage. Incomplete.
Bend but don't break on that
And
one.
there you go. That's another turnover in Dallas. That was Goncalves who got the
Murphy's
pressure
looked
on
like
him.
he's hobbling a little off the field here.
32. Thank you, cowbells.
We love those cowbells.
So 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Plenty of time for in the football game. Revere leads 26-14. And Revere's had a couple drives that have stalled as well, and they just barely stalled. Last one was on a 4th and 1. And you gotta give credit to the coach. He trusts his team. He trusts his defense. He put him out there on a 4th and 1 situation. They came back and stopped him.
They did a very good job on that.
Bobby Lynch, that was an unbelievable spot, Bobby Lynch and Emilio.
So we got the Chico checking in from the watching live on Revere TV. Hey Ralph, we see you out there. Quick hand off to Lanos up the middle. They ate it up.
Lanos with the carry.
Gains about a yard and a half.
Play worked early in the game for them, but they haven't had much success since.
Giliazzi
Well,
on the
if you
tackle
notice,
for Classical.
they moved
Second
everyone in
down.
close to the line. They tightened up the box. It's almost as if they're saying, "Go ahead, throw the ball on us." And Revere has that passing game, so at some point they're going to open it up. But I don't blame them. They're putting 5 in the line. They're bringing their linebackers in closer. They're bringing their secondary all in a little closer. I'd like to see a little bit of a sweep screen or something going on here, and having Lanos go one way, taking a couple defenders one way, and then throwing it the other way.
Yeah, those little short passes seem to work.
Yeah, if it's not opening up for him, he can open it up for someone else. So you get Riazzi split out. And there's that sweet pass, and
All right, Joe, caught it.
great pass.
First down.
Lucas Barboza.
That was Lucas
That play
Barbosa.
is good for Patriots. First down.
You know, he's done that a few times. You've seen him and Murphy get down and low and make those catches. And again, that's where you want to put the ball. You see it with the Patriots. You got Edelman always catching the ball low to the ground. Why does Brady love going to him? Because he knows if he throws to him low, the chance of the ball getting tipped and popped up for interception is very, very low.
Yeah, and less chance of getting hit.
And drinks, all the good stuff. Going down and pay them a visit.
So that's going to help keep the clock moving for Revere. 1st and 10 at the 44. Lanos off to the right. Boudreau in shotgun. Pass is up.
It's too high. Yeah.
A little bit high.
Pass intended for Jonathan Murphy, incomplete.
Looks like there might have been a
2nd down.
miscommunication on the route there.
Yeah, he went a little far, and he was it looked like he was kind of going the wrong way. I'm not sure what was going on. It was a little bit of a weird play, but we got 2nd down and 10.
2nd and 10, Patriots at their own 44.
So this passing game will force them to play a little different, and then you'll see it open up the run game. And that's part of the chess match that we're talking about.
Yep.
So they got their 3 down linemen and 5-6 linebackers. Little draw handoff.
Yeah, I love that play.
Lanos in space. Lanos in some more
there we
space.
go.
Creates his own. Lanos going to take it down to the 32.
I love that play.
Good for a 25-yard gain.
They tried that last week. They didn't have as much success, but that was a good call right there.
So Lanos stayed back there. 3 down linemen. The rush came in, and he just handed it right off.
That was a great play call right there.
You know, Lanos sold that. He stood there in the blocking formation just long enough to get everyone to step back. And, of course, in open space, he's able to make a few people miss tackles, takes a 10, 12-yard gain into a 25-yard gain. 1st down and 10 at the 32. Back to pass, Boudreau.
Ooh.
Dangerous pass in the middle of the field. You get a few defenders, and it looked like he was going for Barbosa.
Pass intended for Barbosa, incomplete.
That's a tough one right there.
2nd down, 2nd and 10, Patriots at the classical 32.
You don't think about this often in high school football, but if they're not able to get the 1st down, if they're able to get 5 or 6 yards, and on 4th down, you have a kicker, and you have a kid who can put it from 40, 42. And I'm not saying he's going to be 100%, but he's got a good percentage, so that could make a difference as well here.
Get back the extra points they missed if they get a field goal.
Sure, certainly. So 2nd and 10, and the clock is stopped in that incomplete pass. It's about 2:21 in the 3rd quarter. This Revere getting a 3rd score here, making it a 3-score game will be huge. Boudreau in shotgun. He's going to give it to Lanos. Lanos has a little room.
Nice gain on that one.
And he's going to get about 3 yards. So we'll see what they call up here.
The pass does force them to, give them a little more space. They're giving Joe a little more room on that.
Just under 2 minutes to go. You're watching Revere TV, Revere versus Lynn Classical. Revere leads 26-14. Donnie Boudreau and Pat Keefe in the booth.
Revere hoping to keep their unbeaten streak going here.
Boudreau back to pass. And he has a... And Lanos is going to keep going.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, flag on the play.
No way.
Oh, that's a late flag, too. That's a late flag.
The key on that is the flag was after the 1st down spot. So we'll see what happens here.
See what he's calling. So it's a spot foul on that, right?
It is. That was a broken play. Almost sacked. Throws a little bit of a dump off pass to Lanos 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and he found room. And you know what? You hate to see plays like that when they're far away from the ball, and Lanos in space is going to make the run.
Well, I guess the Federation rules in this one kind of helped Revere.
So it's going to be 3rd down, and it's going to be a net gain on the play. Obviously, it's not going to be a touchdown, but it's going to be 3rd down and about 5. Yep, 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5, Patriots.
Not in my world.
That would have been a huge score. And again,
That's a 4. You guys are blind.
1, 2, 3, 4.
we have
5.
Ira Novoselsky split out to the right, telling us that we can't see. I see 1, 2, 3, 4. 3rd down and 5.
Yeah, it's a long 5.
It's 5. It's 5.
It's 5. We got markup.
We don't need the binoculars up here. We have Boudreaux as the spotter.
We'll take 4,
So
right?
3rd and 5. They got Teo in the
Not
backfield.
my clock.
Got to give Lanos a little bit of a breather. Back to pass, Boudreaux. He's got his man, and he's catching it in the
Touchdown.
end zone.
Oh, we had it.
Oh, well.
I thought he had it long enough. I
did too.
Yeah, I don't.
That's a tough call.
Don't know if I agree with that call.
Barbosa catches the ball at around the goal line, takes it deep into the end zone, and they called an incomplete pass.
Looks like they might go for a kick here. I don't know.
4th down, 4th and 4, Patriots.
Yeah, that's a bad.
So
I
they're
don't-
gonna,
you
they're
know, I like
gonna
to pick
line
on the
up
refs,
to kick
but
here. Riazi's out on the field. Oh, hey.
nah.
Hey, watch your language. We're on TV.
He's done it from this distance
Here
before.
we are.
With the field
Ryan
goal.
Riazi, the big leg, back to kick a 44-yard field goal. The kick is up. The kick has the room, and it is good.
It is good, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Excellent.
Ryan Riazi with the 44-yard boot.
Wow, that is impressive.
That makes it a 15-point game.
Classical was coming hard too.
And we're back after the 44-yard Ryan Riazi field goal. And it looks like he kicks it out of bounds at about the 10. So that's
Went out of bounds.
3rd game of the season. Riazi on field goals is perfect. He has a 40, a 42, and now a 44. And again, up in the air and good from another 10 yards. Got to give a shout out to Joey Lanza catching the kicks on the long field goals. Joey goes out there, and a lot of times he's wearing those receiver gloves. He takes it seriously. So they're
Way to
gonna
go, Joe.
they're gonna opt to have Riazi re-kick from the 35.
Patriots will re-kick from the 35-yard line.
He can.
Ray Riazi on the kick.
Unbelievable.
So we're getting calls from viewers at home on the Revere TV, and they're saying that it doesn't seem like he had
Wow.
control in the end zone.
Okay.
Hence the
Riazi
incomplete
puts that
pass.
one deep in the end zone. That's called a touchback.
Well, thank you to those callers at home keeping us updated. We
so
don't have
Riazi
replay.
kicks the field goal, then he kicks a ball out of bounds, comes back and boots one all the way to the back of the end zone.
At their 20-yard line.
Just want to remind everyone, we're live on TV.
Yes, we are.
Live on Revere TV. Lynn Classical is going to start off on their own 20. So, the only thing is the last time they started off on their own 20, they scored in 3 plays.
Right.
Let's hope the defense goes out there and makes and slows them down with just about a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
You wonder if they're second guessing that, decision to have him re-kick it.
So Marco Cerboni checking in on one side, and you got Jared Natola on the other. A little bit of a
There's that
screen
little quick
pass,
screen.
and it was sniffed out. Ali Mazer
Ali Mazer
and John
with
Tran in on the tackle.
2nd down.
Yeah, that's the play they dropped a few in the first half. It seemed like they still want to go to that play.
So 2nd down and 10. Handoff to
Up the middle.
23, Sue. He's tough to take down.
So with the carry.
Looks like he's going to get enough for a 1st down. Well, let's see. No, he's holding off the chains. It's going to be just short by about a half a yard.
A little slow to get up on that one. Oh, yeah, he's hobbling off the field now.
Official timeout
Let's
off the
keep-
field.
That's Calvin So on the carry, and yep, he's limping off. And he's been, I'm pretty sure he's been their only back that we've seen.
3rd and about a half a yard for Classical.
He's had some nice runs tonight, too.
He's a good back. He's a smart back. So Nicholas Galezi checks in, number 3 in the backfield. QB back to pass.
That little short pass to the sideline's been effective for Lynn tonight.
And that's Brandon Summers on the
Brandon
reception.
Summers with the reception.
Sorboni's playing out there, and he looks like
Classical 1st and 10 at the 41.
hustling out the field or a few Revere defenders.
End of the period.
Oh, end of the
Yep,
quarter.
that's the end of the third.
All right, it's the end of the third quarter. We played 3. Your
Revere
score,
takes. Revere continues with the lead, 29-14, with 12 minutes to go in the game. First and 10, back to pass, and he throws it to Summers again. Summers has some couple nice receptions in the second half, and he takes it to the 44.
Pass complete to Summers. It's another Classical first down.
So Classical's they're gonna hurry up now. There's
10 at the
11:45 in the game, and they're down two and a half scores really, 2 scores and 2 extra points. Gisano in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself,
Yep.
and he gets stacked up after about a 3-yard gain.
Gasona with the run.
So, something to
It's getting a
note.
little chippy out here.
Something to note is Galezi is in the
On
backfield
the
with
tackle.
Gisano.
Second down.
23 So is still on the sideline. It looks like they're working on him. And So's been their lead back the entire game. I would only imagine, not paying much attention, but I would only imagine So plays on the defensive end as well. So shotgun formation, he's going to roll out to pass. He has a man
Oh,
in
he
the
dropped it.
a little crossing route. Edwin Hernandez, make that Yusib Quintana on a little bit of a crossing route getting in the
Pass to
game.
Quintana.
Another new
Pass
name.
Complete. Third down.
That's one thing we noticed. We noticed a lot of the same numbers on the Lynn Classical side, so I'm wondering if their depth maybe not as much as Rivera's.
Yeah, maybe getting worn down.
So it's going to be
Fourth
3rd and
quarter.
7. This is clearly 4 down territory for Classical. Back to pass. He's going to roll out a little bit. He's got guys all over him, and he's got an open receiver, number 21.
Oh,
Ball's fumbled, but the fumble,
Luckily he went out of bounds for that.
fortunately for Classical, goes out of bounds. That was a hit by Lanos.
Leon with the reception.
And that's another new receiver, Leon. They have a good passing game. The quarterback zips it in there. He rolls out. He throws on the run well.
Yeah, they're sending out 4 or 5 receivers.
Back to pass again. A little bit of a pump fake. And the ball is deep thrown in the back of the end zone, and it's out of bounds.
No flag on that play.
No, it looks like Goncalves got in his face, and that pump fake isn't really fooling anyone. I know one play we got the secondary bit, but that pump fake isn't fooling anyone. It's given the Revere defense enough time to get in the quarterback's face. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 at the 25.
With so many receivers, they're forcing the secondary to kind of stay back, but it'd be nice to see them get a little more pressure on the
So they're playing single coverage. It's not really a safety over. And 23 did check back in, so has a carry. He gets 5 yards.
Yeah, looks like he's walking fine, so.
Football's a tough game. Kids have to take plays off, and they get chipped up during a game, especially when you get a bunch of carries. Third and 4.5. What do you think, Ira?
Yeah, I like
3rd and 4, 3rd and 4.5.
7 inches, not half.
Always the optimist, Ira.
And it's going to be handoff up the middle.
Oh, that was
What a
brutal
stick
right
by
there.
John Tran.
Beautiful.
Number 2, Daniel Gasona with the carry.
So the QB kept it? Wow, did he fool
Oh,
us
he
all?
fooled us all. I thought he had the ball, too.
4th
So-
and 1. Cowbell
We want
time.
some noise on the sidelines here. 4th and 1, huge play for the Revere defense here. Let's see what happens. Gisano's in the backfield. Looks like he's all by himself. He's gonna keep it and go right up the middle on his own. You watch and see. Back to pass, and the pass is there at 21.
Oh, he's in.
Breaks the tackle.
21.
Touchdown.
Andy De Leon.
Touchdown, Lynn. That's De Leon, and they spread him out completely. Empty backfield.
From Gasona.
You have to assume they're going to go for 2 here.
Well, yeah, they pretty much have to. They're down. What it looks, it's 9 right now. If they get the 2, they'll only be down 7. If they don't, and they got the kicking. They got the kicker out there.
Oh, they are going for the kick. I still wonder about a little trick play here with Jeffrey Hill back there. Nope.
And
Oh, off the goalpost.
It was a dead ball, but
Wow, that could be huge.
Big time.
so now it's a 9-point game with a touchdown and field extra point. Lynn's down 9, and they're going to boot it just deep enough. Murphy's going to catch it at about the 20, takes it to 25, takes it to the 30, going to bounce it out, and he breaks a tackle, still going. Murphy finding some room,
Nice run,
takes it to the
Murphy.
41-yard line.
Jonathan Murphy.
And there's a flag on the play. I think there's a late hit.
Flags on the play.
After the whistle, a couple kids diving into the pile.
Let's see what the call is here.
Here we go. Here's the call. Personal foul.
Personal foul, late hit on Lynn. That's going to push them back 15, or push the Revere forward 15 yards. So Murphy was stacked up around the 30 and broke it out for another 12 yards. And then, of course, after the late hit, it's a 25-yard net on top of the initial return.
Yeah, there's some tough running by Jonathan there.
So just under 9 minutes to go. We're here live, Revere TV, Donnie Boudreau, Pat Keefe. Revere leads 29-20. Couple difference makers here were the few turnovers. Revere has 1, Lynn has 2. 1 extra point missed by Revere, 1 extra point missed by Lynn. 29-20. 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle. Lanos has it. He's still on his feet. And
Nice run.
Lanos with the carry.
Lanos takes it for about 8 yards, 7
Yeah,
yards.
looks like he got to the 45.
And Revere needs to slow it down, slow the tempo down, eat up some clock.
It'd be really nice to punch one in here, though.
It's a 2-possession game.
Down.
Get some insurance points here.
Boudreau in the shotgun. Great snaps by their center tonight, Josh Lorena, who's a senior center.
Joe breaks it
There's
outside.
Lanos breaking it out.
Another great
Gets
run.
about 10.
Joey Lanos with the carry. And that's good for Patriots. First down.
First down call by Ricky Frenny, who's doing the game for the stadium. Ricky Frenny's inaugural call. We're wishing Billy DeSantis, who does the games, Billy DeSisto, who does the games and has been doing them for many years, wasn't feeling well tonight. Ricky Frenny steps right in there and is assisting Ira Novoselsky, who does the clock. Ricky gets excited. Sorry, Ricky, this is all voluntary. Revere TV Live, 1st and 10 at the 30. Boudreau hands it off. We got
We got a flag.
looks like a little early movement.
Flag on the play.
Against Revere.
Yeah,
Ball start on the offense.
so just about 7.5 to go. Revere has the ball 1st and 15 at the 35-yard line.
First down, 1st and 15.
29-20. Revere leads.
35.
And again, this is where you want to just eat up some clock. Don't give them the ball back with much. If they could put a score in, I know there's still a lot of time, but that might do it. Either
I'd
way,
definitely
you
like
want
to see that.
you want to eat up some clock with the 2-possession game here. 1st and 15 at the 35. Boudreau is going to be under center. Lanos in the backfield. And you got Luca Barbosa split out with Murphy. Classical showing blitz. They're going to bounce it out. Great
Nice block. Nice block by Barbosa.
Barbosa, and it opens it up.
Oh, yeah.
There goes Joey
And there's that
Lanos.
insurance.
Touchdown, Revere.
Just what the doctor ordered right there.
And before getting too excited, of course, I observed the field for any laundry. The last couple of Revere scores were called back. One on a pass and one on a Lanos touchdown. What a score. So 6:44 in the game. Riadi's going to boat it, and again, all the way back into the end zone for a touchback.
That's a fantastic
And
kick.
the kick is in the back of the end zone. Touchback.
Riazzi's a secret weapon. He's only a junior.
Yeah, you got him coming back.
Classical kick the ball at the 20-yard line.
Oh.
First and 10.
For Lanos.
Ladies and gentlemen, concession stands are still open.
So we're getting,
Grab yourself
we have
a Friday night treat.
the Herald journalist up here doing the game for the Herald Sports, and he just let us know that Lanos' all-purpose yards for the game's at about 200.
Oh,
Just rushing.
Wow.
23.
Passes complete.
Oh, 20.
10.
Sorry, we're getting it in 22 carries for Lanos, 200-plus yards.
Second down.
6.5 to go. Revere leads 36-20. If they can slow things down here, it's a 3-possession game. That'll be huge. And Classical is just going to have to. So there's a flag on the play there. Looks like we had a hold in the backfield.
Flag on the play.
You know, if Classical does end up losing this game, they're going to go back to the film and really kick themselves for how many mistakes they've made. They cost them a lot tonight.
Every time they had something going, Revere had an answer, or there was a little bit of a miscue. But you can't not give credit to the Revere team. They're coming in prepared. They're coming in well coached.
They really are.
Coach Ciccatelli has to be really proud with what he's seen in the first, 12, 11 quarters of the season.
And again, maybe if the teams took Revere lightly earlier, clearly they're gunning for them now. So the Patriots have to step up, and so far tonight they have.
And with the number of players early in the game, Furlong is not in the game, and they had another player step up. And it looks like Natola is getting a number of those snaps on the far corner for Furlong. Incomplete pass. It's going to be third and long. Third and 16.
Broken up by number 2, added Tabby. And third down.
Again, give some credit here, not just to the players, the coaches. You got Coach Ciccatelli, you got Coach Sasso, Coach Vin on the line, D-line, O-line, Coach Vlasic, defensive coordinator, Coach Norton, offensive coordinator, and Coach Escobar, the assistant offensive coordinator. These guys have this team prepared and psyched for this season. Still a lot of time left in the game, 6-16, but Revere has a 3-possession lead. A lot of pressure on the quarterback. He has to throw it up. Man, Natola breaks it up.
Wow, that's a nice breakup right there.
He was ready to pick that off. Bounced off his hands. Might not be a bad thing.
It's fourth down.
It's fourth and long, late in the game.
Fourth and about.
And Classical's going to have to call a
They're going
timeout
to think
to
this
draw
one
something
over.
up.
Yeah, they're going to think this one over. I mean,
you think that they're just going to probably go for it. Otherwise, I don't know why they would have called the timeout. But so big fourth down. This could be the fourth down for the game with about 6 minutes to go in a three-possession game here. Revere's showing blitz. Lanos is going right after him on the outside.
and there's a
Play's blown dead.
Flag on the play.
So after a timeout, they didn't have the right personnel out there. One of the kids was on the sideline.
Correction. Timeout on the field. Timeout.
That's a miscue. And you know what? Classical's a well-coached team. They're a good team. So that's a tough one. This late in the game, they had to burn 2 timeouts on a fourth down play. You wonder if they may just go back to punt here and or try something.
Maybe they just didn't like what they saw out there.
Here we are back again after another timeout. Fourth down, big fourth down. They're going to slip someone out of the backfield. They tried to, and they're going deep. And he had his man.
He took a shot on that.
Yeah, they took a shot. It looked like a little bit of a blown coverage, but the pass is incomplete.
And the Revere Patriots take over.
Well, what do you think here? I don't know.
This is slow down territory.
Yeah.
Let's see if this line can push forward for a touchdown for Revere.
Yeah, this line's been good for them all year, Patrick. They've really done a good job. They get some kids, some newer kids. But you got Alawatui, Ryan Schaefer, Ryan Doucette, Dookie Reed,
Josh Lorena.
Josh.
I love my centers. You know that.
Right.
And
right.
I love
the center. He's been my center for a long time.
Yeah, he's the center on the freshman team this year. But I love watching Josh Lorena doing a good job on the center. You got you know, Jared Benson, another captain, number 50 on the left tackle.
Yeah.
He's been pushing and making some holes. Lanos is going to bounce out here. He's going to bounce it out a little bit more.
Well, catch him from behind.
Gain of about 2.
Carry.
He wanted to keep bouncing it out, but
Joel Oso with
Slow to get
tackle.
up here.
Official timeout on the field.
Maybe he's just mad on that one. I don't know. You know, you got to wonder at this point too. It's maybe he's put a lot of work tonight.
it's Teo time.
It's Teo time.
It's Teo time. 5.5 to go in the game. Revere leads 36-20.
And Joe loves to get the crowd riled up over there.
Teo's a sure-handed running back. He's going to get you a few on every carry, and he'll break them for 6, 8, 10. He's a hard takedown. I call it Teo time.
12-yard line.
Split out on the far end is Barbosa.
Oh, I could see a nice little slant right here
And you
to
got
Lucas.
Murphy on the little bit of a wing. Murphy in motion. Murphy's going to
Oh,
get
nice run.
it. Murphy's going to stay on his feet.
Looks like he got a first down at the very least.
Ball is down. Ball is down.
Oh, they lost the ball on that fumble.
Recovered by Classical.
Murphy's always fighting for those extra yards. You gotta love it, but every once in a while, when you give more kids to get a chance to get in, they're gonna punch it out. So Revere's gonna turn the ball over inside the 10. Still leading 36-20 with about 5 minutes to go in the game.
Classical doesn't have too many options at this point. They got to move the ball quickly.
5-yard line.
Well, you want to play deep.
Just about 5 minutes.
You can play off the receiver. You got Murphy. He's kind of limping off, so someone's gonna have to fill in for him.
Yeah.
Stands before you go.
So they're short a man right now. Looks like Revere's gonna call a timeout. Yeah, so they're short a man. Murphy got dinged up a little bit on that play.
Timeout.
Timeout on the field.
They're gonna have to figure out who's gonna play on the outside.
Yeah, I only see 10 guys out there right now.
First and 10.
All right, we're
Classical.
back. Classical has the ball at about the 5-yard line, and deep in their their own territory, trailing 36-20. Back to pass. He's gonna put it up there, and pass is gonna be incomplete.
Way overthrown on that one.
Overthrown, and they were all over him. Well covered by Lanos.
Second down.
So Serboni checks in, playing a little bit of a safety corner.
Looks like Benson's checking back in.
Benson checked in for Reed. Reed's gotten a lot of time over there on the inside. Reed done a good job. He picked up that fumble early in the game. So let's keep an eye on number 5, Marco Serboni. His man gets the ball.
Oh, he makes a nice tackle right there.
Open field tackle, absolutely. Serboni's first year playing football, to note.
Marco
Fast.
Saboni with the tackle.
He's played some field hockey. He's
Third
played
down.
lacrosse, not field.
He's a
played
speedy
some
kid. He's
lacrosse
fast.
as well. Good baseball player too. They're
going for another deep
It's a
shot.
little bit of a wobbler.
Oh, come on.
That's a heck of
Pass
a
is
bad call.
incomplete.
That's a lot of baloney right there.
For number 10, Jeffrey Hill. Flag on the play.
He didn't know whether to throw that or not.
They may be calling that.
He dropped it over here in the 50.
Yeah.
So that ball was up there, but it looks like they're calling that on Revere, pass interference. So it was a throw to nobody. They had the deep man covered by Lanos, and when he tried to turn back and come for the ball,
Penalty against Revere.
There's a little contact there, but it was on both of them.
Pass interference against
well, you know
the
what?
Patriots.
It's because he didn't turn around.
Exactly. He didn't turn and look for the
and
ball.
the receiver attempted to turn around, even though it was probably going to be
First
uncatchable.
down
That's when
on
the
their
call
own
comes.
25.
Again, with these new rules, it's really not
Well,
that big of a penalty.
it gives them the first down. That's the problem.
Right.
So first down and 10 at the 25. Quick pass to number 10. He's on the outside. And Natola is going to push him out of
Pass
bounds.
completed to Jeffrey Hill. Second down.
Second down and 5.
So Jeffrey Hill's a good athlete. I know Calvin actually played some basketball with him. He's quite a basketball player for Classical too, as well.
4-minute warning. 4-minute warning.
So we're at about the 4-minute mark.
4-minute warning.
Jeffrey Hill, his uncle is baseball.
Oh, we got a fumbled snap. Another miscue. And Mays
We'll
is
take
all over him.
Ellie Mazer with the sack.
That's going to pin them back for about 3rd and 12.
3rd and 12, Classical.
Under 4 minutes to go here in the game. Revere TV live, watching Revere Patriots lead 36-20 with 3.5 to go in the game. Can't remember, not to talk too early, but Revere could start the season off 3-0, and I'm not sure the last time they did that.
I really can't
three
say.
very formidable opponents. Next week, Revere TV is going to take this show on the road in Saugus at Stackpole. Revere versus Saugus next Friday night.
No, it'll actually be on Saturday, Patrick.
Oh, it's a Saturday game.
It's a Saturday game. I don't think Stackpole has lights.
Interesting.
4th down.
I think it's a day game on Saturday, if I'm not mistaken.
We'll have to see what's going on next Saturday.
It's 4th down, cowbell time.
So last time the Patriots were in the Super Bowl, I believe it was 1972.
You're bringing us some history. So Revere
My birth
Patriots,
year.
1972.
Right?
And who was the coach?
Silvio,
Silvio.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
They got the locker room areas named after him. Silvio Cella. 4th and long. This is gonna, they stop him here. This could do it. Back to pass.
We're bringing the
Under
pressure.
Throws it over the middle. He's
Oh,
got a man.
wow.
Marco Cerbone's going to go after him on his own. Takes him
He
down.
takes him down. That's a big tackle right there.
Reception.
That's Jeff Hill. They didn't, you got to love it. Early in the game, he had a couple drops, and the coach never went away from him because he knows what he has. The kid's a great athlete. He's a talent on the team. He's probably their #1 receiver.
Told his uncle played professional baseball for the Montreal Expos.
A lot of pressure here. Quarterback rolls out. He's going to go out of bounds. And, Hill got taken down, and he's a little shaken up after that last play. I'm sure he's a little shaken up, but I wouldn't imagine if he's a little winded. That was a pretty long sprint.
I'll say that was a nice open field tackle by Marco.
Yeah, Cerboni, he covered him. He had him well. The kid slanted in, made a nice catch. And Cerboni was able to tackle him in space. Daniel Giussano, backfield, takes a snap, back to pass. Under some pressure, throws it up there. He's got a man, but the pass is out of bounds. Notola was on him.
Yeah, Jad was all over him.
Pass intended, number 23, so it's incomplete. 3rd down. 3rd and 6, Classical.
So it looks like next week's game is going to be at Saugus, and it's going to be a Saturday game.
Yes.
That's what we're told, a Saturday game because
Saturday game.
Stackpole or Saugus's field does not have lights.
They're doing the Saugus High School over, so I know the field's not the best one.
Handoff to 23, and
Ooh, he's gone.
he fools the defense there, gets it right up the middle for a touchdown.
So with the carry, touchdown, Classical.
That's Calvin So with the score.
How many touchdowns is that for him tonight?
I know he has at least 2, so.
Yeah.
Calvin So is a good running back. That's going to make it a 10-point game with the extra point pending. This game isn't over.
No, it's far from over.
2 minutes, 7 seconds to go. 10-point game, extra point pending. That field goal still is huge.
That field goal could end
So
up
they're
being
going for 2
ultimately the
here.
difference maker.
Trying to make it an 8-point game. The pass is tipped, and it's broken up. So that's a tip pass.
Is that Benson that blocked that, or I'm not sure who.
I couldn't tell who made the block, but they had a couple.
I think it might have been Mazer.
Conversion is no good. The attempt is no good. So with about 2 minutes to go, Revere 36.
Well, Revere still has to be smart with the ball. We don't want to see any turnovers here.
Back after the score, it looks like Classical's going to have to try an onside kick here.
Right?
And that's exactly what they do. And look at this.
Oh, and he might go. Oh, that's
Ryan Riazzi takes the onside kick, the
kicker.
distance
The
touchdown.
kicker,
Ryan Riazzi,
Beautiful.
the golden leg,
Wow.
can take it back for the touchdown.
That did not work out the way Classical intended. I told you, he's got some wheels.
They
Pat.
had the hands team up there. The kid picked it up on the run and went the distance. I think that's his first touchdown as a Patriot.
I believe you're right.
Touchdown, Crayfield.
And
The most points they scored this year.
And Ryan Riazzi is going to go back, probably a little winded, but he's going to kick the extra point here. Revere leads 42-26. Quick answer on that Lynn Classical score.
That's the second time they've answered right back.
As he kicks, it's up, it's good. And there's Joey Lanza in the back catching that ball.
Wow.
Oh no, he's not out there. He sent one of the kids out there this time. 43-26. Revere leads. 2 minutes to go in the game.
2 minutes to go in the game.
You got to give Revere credit.
Classical 26.
They got the job done here.
Riazzi boots the ball to about the 10. Then Classical's going to pick it up. Running the stick is
That was Dylan Day on
Dylan
that.
Day on the tackle. What a great tackle. So, with less than 2 minutes in the game, Revere leading 43-26. I think it's safe to say Mike Lynch and Channel 5 picked a good team to go on their high five this week to keep their streak going.
I agree with you, Patrick. It must be a good feeling for these kids.
Joey Lanos with 200 yards. Luca Barbosa with a touchdown. Murphy with a touchdown. Riazzi with a touchdown and a 44-yard field goal.
Total team effort tonight.
Couple new numbers checking in on the defensive line. I got John Barrow, number 57, out there checking in. Big shout out to Barrow, another hard worker in the gym.
That's their last time out.
So we got Barrow and Eck. We're just going to go with Eck checking in. And look at the
Wow,
tackle
what a
by
tackle.
Cerboni, number 5. I love it. Love the enthusiasm over there.
Marco is just
Cerboni on the tackle.
stepping up.
Second down.
Those Revere cheerleaders are going to get a workout today with those push-ups, huh?
Oh, yeah. 43 tonight. That's the most they've done.
Dylan Day is getting some work in the back in the secondary as well. Cerboni in on the tackle again. You got Jared Natola and Cerboni, and this is going to be just a bend, don't break defense. Don't give them big plays. Minute 15 to go. First down and 10 at the 45. Classical has the ball.
Like to see them getting some fresh legs out there anyways.
John.
Oh, almost a pick right there.
Almost a pick, and I'm telling you right now, if Day got that, there was a lot of daylight for him.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan Day. Second down.
He wanted that. He wants that one back right now. So under a minute to go. I'll give another shout out, number 57, John Barrow in there. His younger brother, Daniel, plays at the Revere Pop Warner, and he'll be a freshman next year moving up into the Revere Patriots.
Yeah, it's fun to see all these brothers coming up through the system.
Passes completed, and
Wow. Suplex.
Cummins with the catch.
Luca Barbosa, 23 on the tackle.
Barbosa with the tackle.
Clock's going to keep ticking.
Third down.
This crowd, especially the Neon crew, the high school fan base here is out in force. And that's
Oh,
a
there's a fumble there. Oh, we're going to take
Oh.
this one to the house. Oh, they're going to call it dead.
Passes ruled
That was
incomplete.
Oh.
broken up by Tran, but again, that's almost the same play that they called Murphy on a fumble.
Yeah.
Catch and go.
Fourth
I think that was a
down.
mercy call right there, Patrick. I don't know.
I tend to believe in
Combo
that.
time.
There we go. We got another new guy, Zach Bowden, checking in. Checking in on the end, Zach Bowden. He's a junior, tight end, defensive end. Gonna go in there, get some work. Run 23 up the middle.
He's got some
Running,
space.
running behind his own guys. Still moving. He's tackled. And
I think that's the game. No?
That's the classical
what do we
first
got here?
down.
There's
Oh,
no
Classical.
Timeout.
Classical
I didn't-
used up all their timeouts.
I thought they used them all. Yeah.
Well, maybe
First
not.
and 10 at the
We'll see what the
Revere
call is here.
24.
Unless they just stop the clock to move the chains.
Well, they do. About 15 seconds in the game. Back to pass. He's going to keep it himself. He's going to go up. He's going to get out of bounds.
Zono with the run.
So we're getting our official replay, sitting at home watching the game, and he's saying that was a catch and a fumble. But again, I think it was more of a
Second down.
reffing the score, not reffing the game, which I understand.
It's a high school football game. I think Revere has this one in the
Appreciate our
bag.
replay officials in West Revere.
I love it.
8 seconds to go in the game. Don Boudreau, Pat Keith here on Revere TV. Going live. Revere is getting ready to go 3-0. Classical makes the pass, tackle
Got him
at the 10-yard line.
And the fans are making some noise now.
And they're blowing the game there. That's it.
That looks
That's
like the
gone.
game, Patrick.
over. Revere wins.
Great job, Revere.
43-26. Revere is 3-0, and they are officially the force to be reckoned with this year in NEC football. Revere wins 43-26. Johnny Boudreau, we want to appreciate you coming up to the booth.
My
We'll
pleasure.
See you next week in Saugus. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Have a
you
great
very
night.
much.
Closest grass receptacle. How quick this beautiful stadium plays.